All right, we're gonna do short-term rental HomeGoods edition. So we're out shopping right now, and I'm gonna point out all the things I would buy for a short-term rental or things that I wouldn't buy based off of thinking with an STR mindset. This is a great start. This is a perfect chair for an STR. It's probably not something you'd want in your home just because of how bright it is, but it's really perfect for those fun spaces, especially kid spaces. It's low to the ground. Normally I get all my furniture ahead of time, so unfortunately we don't need it, but it's a really cool piece. So these pieces are really cool, but I use art to often pull together a room with a lot of different colors. So if it's black and white, it's really hard to do that. I often try to find colored pieces to incorporate in a space. So I actually really like this one for a short-term rental. Again, this is not the house that you're going to be living in. This is a place that you're staying for a vacation, so it's fun to see a bunch of bright colors and things like that if you can fit it into your space. Before I leave the STR that we're staging, I always take a picture of every single room in the house, so that when I'm out shopping and I'm looking for a specific piece, I can pull up that photo and see exactly what I'm looking for. Normally don't like getting very obvious coastal decor, but sometimes you find some really cool pieces like this that go perfect. Usually try to get frame pieces that have glass in it because it looks more expensive, but canvas pieces work just fine because artwork is not where you want to be spending a ton of money unless it's to create a really cool visual. All right, obvious coastal decor is a no for me, especially things like this. Lots of sparkles, lots of silver, but stuff like this where it's textured, love. 22. Win. Quick tip for Airbnbs, you don't need a lot of stuff in it. People are bringing their own things on vacation, so you don't want to fill it with a bunch of knickknacks and stuff like that. Just enough to make it feel like it was well done. This is no, this is no, this is yes, this is yes, no, 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 yes, yes, maybe yes, no, no, yes, no, yes, yes, no. This is a yes. It's textured, it has striped colors on it, it's not too light colored. Bonus points because it's down, which is awesome. It's also large, which is great, and affordable, so perfect. This is also a yes. Same situation, it doesn't have tassels that are gonna be pulled off easy. Also textured, also a dark color, great for an Airbnb. Okay, poofs are really great looking to fill up a space and good footstills, but these are a no for me simply because they tend to wear out really, really quickly and then you have to refill them, which is awful. Candles are amazing, but these are all going to be a no for me. It's a fire hazard, which you don't want in a short-term rental, so candles are a no. Great alternative to that is to do the wax candles that are battery operated. So those work great and you can barely tell the difference. Often people don't even turn them on, so they're a great decor piece and I use them quite a bit. These bowls are awesome. I usually don't set a lot of stuff on counter spaces because people just end up having to move it anyways. But I do like to have a large fruit bowl or something, especially at our Florida homes. It's a great option here. So this piece is definitely going to be a no. I don't get any furniture pieces that have glass or mirrored countertop or tops simply because they break really easily and it's hard to keep. So instead of getting like regular poofs that are filled with the different styrofoam balls, you could get something like these ottomans, or they're called vanity stools if you look them up online, that are going to be a little bit sturdier and will hold up a lot better. So I do need a few runner rugs. But these guys here are not non-slip, and I'm super particular about that. If you don't get the ones that don't have the non-slip backing, you have to get the mats that go underneath, which is just an extra step and it's kind of annoying. So that's gonna be a no. These are amazing, really cool modern pieces. However, they are white fabric on them. So those are gonna get stained quickly. It's actually gonna be a no, although I have a hard time saying no to that one. I started doing bar carts in primary bedrooms or bedroom ones, which is cool because you can add espresso machines. People can have their own little coffee nook in the master bedroom. The person who books the home usually stays in your primary bedroom, so I like to do that as like a special treat for them a little bit. Bright white throw cushion or throw pillows, that's a no. Textured with patterns, no tassels, that's a yes. Bath mats, I like to keep it simple. I usually go all white in bathrooms just to keep things clean. So white rugs, and then I like the ones that have the rubber backing so that you're not sliding around everywhere when you get out of the shower. Patterned for the end of your bed adds a good look and less likely to stain, holds up well, so most of these are yes. Hello Kitty throw pillows are no. Obviously fake plants are no. Big lamps are yes. We don't do real plants at our STRs simply because they're hard to keep up with, cleaners don't like watering them, and because guests come and go at different times, it's really hard to keep consistent with it. So all the planters are a no. Outdated food is a no. Large wooden trays make great decor pieces for coffee tables. So you add a few books on here, maybe a lantern, some of those wax candles, and it's great. It's often really hard to find books that are large enough to fit in a coffee table. So a trick is to get a tray to put underneath it. Then you can put the books in that and it kind of fills up the coffee table space a little bit more. All right, tip for checking out of the store if you have a lot of stuff is to grab an empty cart so that you can fill that up while you're checking out.